Imagine waking up on a morning like any other, only to realize that when you try to get out of bed, your legs no longer respond to your commands. The body that has always been with you now feels like a stranger. At 72, Maria saw her life change radically within a matter of weeks. Simple activities like walking to the kitchen or playing with her grandchildren became almost impossible challenges. This isn't an isolated case. In the past few months alone, 38 seniors have been hospitalized due to severe muscle loss, directly impacting their autonomy and independence. It's not just a medical issue. It's emotional. The constant fear of becoming a burden to the family, the frustration of gradually losing one's freedom, and the growing anxiety of possibly never regaining the active life once enjoyed. The loss of autonomy is silent, cruel, and distressing. But what few people know is that there's a surprisingly powerful food that can not only prevent this terrifying scenario, but also dramatically reverse muscle loss in older adults. This video will reveal, based on solid scientific research, the unexpected food recommended by Harvard Medical School that has been transforming lives around the world. If you know someone who has gone through this, share in the comments how it affected their life and what you would do to regain your autonomy or help a loved one do the same. And remember, liking this video helps spread this vital information to more people. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel and receive more content like this, content that can truly change lives. Now, imagine you could turn back time. Imagine having a second chance, waking up pain-free, walking freely around your home, performing simple tasks like opening a jar or climbing stairs without asking anyone for help. That's exactly what research from the prestigious Harvard Medical School promises with a groundbreaking discovery that is reshaping the lives of thousands of seniors around the globe. You probably think a solution like this must be expensive or require complex treatments. But what if I told you there's no need to buy costly medications or hard-to-find supplements? The answer lies in a simple, natural, and incredibly affordable food, one that almost no one associates with muscle strengthening in seniors. This unexpected food not only slows down muscle loss, but it has also proven effective in restoring strength and independence to people who had already lost hope. The contrast is striking. On one side, the harsh reality of dependency and frailty. On the other, a simple path to regain control of your body and life. You're about to discover something that could completely change the way you see aging and autonomy. And believe it or not, it's easier and more accessible than you think. Now, pay close attention. Studies show that this surprising food, already validated by science, can restore muscle strength even in people over 70. It significantly increases physical endurance, improves balance, and drastically reduces the risk of hospitalizations related to muscle mass loss. And the most curious part, it's probably not even in your kitchen right now. It's something simple, natural, but so underrated that almost no one takes full advantage of its potential. Real people have already started incorporating this food into their routines and report impressive changes, from walking independently again to regaining the ability to play with their grandchildren. But before we reveal exactly what this transformative food is, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any valuable tips like this. And of course, go ahead and like this video to help others who might be facing the same situation. Now, are you ready to discover the food that can transform lives and bring back the independence we all deserve? 10. Spinach. Imagine not having the strength to get out of bed without help. Now imagine reversing that with something as simple as a handful of leafy greens. Spinach is rich in natural nitrates that boost muscle efficiency and improve blood flow. But what's truly impressive is what happened with Antonio, 76. He used to say, "My body became a prison." After starting to eat spinach in 2 meals a day, he began walking to the corner store on his own again. A small gesture, a massive impact. 9. Almonds. They often go unnoticed at the supermarket, but inside every almond is a powerful combo of magnesium, plant-based protein, and vitamin E. These nutrients combat muscle fatigue and strengthen joints. Helena, 71, began eating a handful a day as a snack. In less than a month, she was back to tending her garden by herself. "It feels like someone greased my joints," she jokes. A feeling of freedom many forget. 8. Sweet potato. This food isn't just energizing, it stabilizes blood sugar levels, providing steady energy and preventing sudden fatigue. Jorge, 68, used to say that climbing stairs felt like scaling a mountain. 3 weeks after adding sweet potato to his dinners, he began climbing 2 flights in his home without stopping. He didn't change the stairs, he changed the fuel. 7. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines. This marks the beginning of what we call regenerative foods. The omega-3s found in these fish reduce inflammation and activate muscle regeneration processes. Vera, 74, nearly gave up her daily walks due to persistent hip pain. After adding sardines to 3 meals a week, not only did she resume walking, but she also started taking her dog along. Small changes that restore dignity. 6. Black beans high in iron and protein. Black beans combat weakness and boost muscle endurance. At 77, Mr. Ernesto was about to accept using a walker. After adding black beans to his meals 3 times a week, he noticed something curious. Not only did he feel stronger, but he also slept better and felt more confident walking outdoors. The right food doesn't just feed the body, it fuels autonomy. 5. Whole milk yogurt. It may seem too simple to be powerful, but whole milk yogurt delivers a combination of high-quality proteins, calcium, and probiotics that directly support muscle and bone health. Interestingly, it affects not just the body but also mood. Celeste, 75, said she felt tired just from thinking. After 2 servings a day, she reported more energy, better mood, and even resumed taking light evening walks. Digestive ease and muscular strength transformed her days, and the simple habit of having yogurt became a ritual of self-care. 4. Oats provide steady energy, pure fiber, and direct metabolic support. But their long-term impact is the real secret. They stabilize blood sugar, enhance nutrient absorption, and strengthen the nervous system. Raimundo, 70, experienced constant hand tremors and struggled to grip objects. After adding oats to breakfast for 21 days, the tremors lessened. Coincidence? Not according to his nutritionist, who showed how the nutrients in oats were restoring his neuromuscular strength. A cheap food. A priceless result. 3. Eggs. This is the turning point. The food that should be on every table but is still underrated due to outdated cholesterol fears. Myths already debunked by modern science. Eggs are complete protein sources and contain choline, essential for both muscle and brain function. Lourdes, 79, went from an almost fully sedentary lifestyle to doing light daily activities just by adding 2 eggs to her breakfast. She described it herself. "For the first time in years, I feel like my body is listening to me again." This is the kind of food that can literally give you back the sense of control over your own body. 2. Natural whey, protein. It may sound too technical, but whey isn't just for athletes. It's the purest and most efficient form of protein absorbed by the body, and essential for seniors losing lean mass rapidly. With proper guidance, whey use can speed up muscle recovery by up to 30%. Nelson, 73, began taking it under medical supervision and achieved what once seemed impossible, getting up from a chair without assistance after 6 months using a cane. And the most impressive part is yet to come. The most powerful food on this list hasn't been revealed yet, and it's likely the most accessible of all. A food you rarely associate with muscle strength, but which experts at Tufts University identify as essential for restoring mobility in older adults. It's next in the spotlight. Number 1. Lentils, the most underrated and powerful food to restore aging muscles. Yes, lentils. Simple, inexpensive, and often overlooked on the shelves. But according to research from Tufts University, they're one of the most complete plant-based foods for fighting sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. The unique combination of plant proteins, iron, zinc, magnesium, and essential amino acids makes lentils true allies of strength, mobility, and independence. Now imagine this in real life. Edna, 82, was on the verge of moving into a nursing home. The reason? She could no longer bathe herself. After receiving nutritional guidance and including lentils in her meals 4 times a week, within just 2 months she was able to perform simple tasks again, like brushing her hair and walking to the backyard, without help. Sounds minor? To her, it meant reclaiming her dignity. What's most fascinating is how such a humble food, costing less than $1, can contain so much regenerative power. But the explanation is clear. Lentils offer slow-releasing energy, preserve muscle mass, enhance cognitive function, and strengthen the immune system. Something essential in old age. And here's where the real impact begins. When the body responds, the mind reacts, confidence returns, fear gives way to action, expressions change, eyes light up. Because true freedom isn't about depending on others, it's about reclaiming your ability to move, act, and decide for yourself. Now that you're familiar with the 10 most powerful foods for restoring muscle mass and independence in older adults, it's time to understand why each of them works and how to use them strategically to enhance their effects. Lentil studies from Tufts University show that lentils contain about 9 grams of protein per serving and a synergistic combination of iron, zinc, potassium, and magnesium. These minerals are essential for muscle contraction, cell oxygenation, and tissue regeneration. Lentils also have a low glycemic index, which prevents insulin spikes, one of the factors that accelerate muscle loss in seniors. In other words, they nourish, protect, and strengthen simultaneously. Whey protein. According to McMaster University, consuming 20 to 40 grams of whey protein after light activities like walking can significantly increase protein synthesis in aging muscles. This is due to its high leucine content, a key amino acid for the growth and maintenance of lean mass. Unlike other proteins, whey is rapidly absorbed, acting almost like cement in muscle recovery. Eggs packed with all essential amino acids. Eggs are among the most complete foods on the planet. The choline in the yolk stimulates neuromuscular function, while the egg white's protein supports cellular repair. According to Harvard, egg consumption is directly linked to improved grip strength, one of the key indicators of functional independence in seniors. Oats work in an indirect but powerful way. They stabilize blood glucose levels, preventing muscle degradation associated with metabolic imbalances. Rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber, oats also enhance the absorption of proteins from other foods, optimizing systemic nutrition. Whole milk yogurt. In addition to being a source of calcium and protein, whole milk yogurt improves gut health, which directly affects the absorption of nutrients essential to muscle health. A balanced microbiome is a silent enabler of strength and vitality. Black beans. A staple of the Brazilian diet, black beans are an excellent source of plant-based protein and non-heme iron. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, regular iron intake significantly reduces episodes of weakness and dizziness in seniors, often overlooked symptoms that signal functional decline. Beans are also rich in lysine, an essential amino acid for muscle building. Their high nutritional density makes them a powerful base for body strengthening without overburdening the system. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines. The omega-3 fatty acids in these fish have deep anti-inflammatory effects. Studies published by Harvard Medical School found that regular omega-3 intake can improve muscle response to exercise by up to 30%, especially in seniors with reduced mobility. DHA, also found in these fish, supports cognitive function, a dual benefit that protects both body and mind. Sweet potatoes. This complex carbohydrate delivers slow-releasing energy, avoiding sharp energy drops that impair physical and mental performance. Rich in vitamin A, potassium, and manganese, sweet potatoes also help maintain electrolyte balance and improve muscle contraction. Ideal before light physical activities like walking or physical therapy, they enhance results while reducing fatigue. Almonds small but powerful. Almonds are rich in healthy fats, vitamin E, a strong antioxidant, and magnesium, which aids muscle function and post-exertion recovery. They combat oxidative stress, a silent enemy of muscle loss in seniors, and help maintain joint flexibility. Their calming effect also lowers cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated, harms muscle health. Spinach contains natural nitrates that boost mitochondrial efficiency in muscles, making them more resistant to fatigue. It's also rich in vitamin K, essential for bone health, an often overlooked factor in strength. With more bioavailable calcium than milk, spinach supports both the skeletal and muscular systems. It's practically a foundational food for those aiming to age with independence. When it comes to senior health, relying on trustworthy sources isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. That's why all the recommendations you've seen here come not from blogs or online opinions, but from internationally respected scientific institutions, trusted by health professionals worldwide. Harvard Medical School, one of the most prestigious medical institutions in the world. Its research on sarcopenia and active aging has revolutionized our understanding of how the body can regenerate, even after age 70. A 2020 study on simple foods and fast-absorbing proteins like whey protein showed that active seniors can regain up to 8% of muscle mass in just 12 weeks. Tufts University, a leader in nutrition and healthy aging, Tufts is home to the Jean Meyer Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging, one of the world's largest research centers dedicated exclusively to senior nutrition. Their official recommendations include foods like lentils, eggs, and fish to prevent muscle frailty. McMaster University, Canada. Specializing in evidence-based medicine, its recent studies confirm that regular intake of complete proteins, combined with light exercise such as daily walks, can restore strength, balance, and quality of life in seniors at risk of hospitalization. These institutions don't just test and validate, they help shape public policy and guide health guidelines for millions of people. And most importantly, they show that the loss of autonomy in old age is not inevitable. It is absolutely possible to age with strength, freedom, and dignity if you know what to put on your plate. The loss of autonomy in old age doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly through the details, the glass that slips from your hands, the staircase that suddenly feels too steep, the sense that your body doesn't respond like it used to. But today you've seen that there is a real, accessible path, one grounded in science, not empty promises. These 10 foods aren't miraculous. They're strategic. They nourish the foundation of what truly matters: your strength, your mobility, your freedom to move about without relying on anyone. Regaining that isn't just a health matter. It's reclaiming your identity. If this video touched you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments, which of these foods is already part of your routine? And what do you plan to change starting today? Your experience might inspire others going through exactly what you've faced. If you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. And of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving serious, helpful, and life-changing content like this. Sometimes all it takes for someone to change their life is the right information at the right time. And you could be the one to deliver it.